It is the 14th of February, which means it's Valentine's Day, which means it's time to treat your loved ones to something special, which is what Fujifilm has done with their X-T range with this, the X-T30. So what exactly have they done to the X-T30? Well, they've given it some special surgical enhancements, not cosmetically, because it didn't have an ugly face to begin with. And looking at it, it's pretty similar to the X-T20 in terms of looks. It feels small, it looks smaller. I mean, it's been a while since I last handled the X-T20, but it looks teeny tiny. Probably because the last camera I handled from Fuji was the X-T3, and that is a bigger camera. But look at this, and this comes in a new charcoal grey colour, and it looks nice. If we look on the back, we've got the Q button, which has been moved, and it's got this new grippy, kind of bumpy type thing. Don't know how to describe it, but it looks like the camera's been taking too much estrogen. And over here we've got the nipplet. Yay, yay nipplet. And the screen, well, it doesn't flip, it tilts, but it doesn't do the flippy thing for all you vloggers out there. But it's thinner, look at that. That's nice and tidy now. Sits almost flush with the back of the camera. That is the only main difference in size over the X-T20, the thinner screen contributing to the 5mm thinner depth of the camera. Otherwise, same dimensions. And apparently the touchscreen has got a faster response for when you poke it. I mean, yes, there's still a very slight delay, but faster anyway. And this EVF, brighter than before. Oh, it's literally burning a hole in my retina. Interestingly, with a 4th gen processor underneath, they've pumped up the performance to higher level than the X-T3. And of course the burst rate is going to be a little bit slower than the X-T3. The X-T3 shoots at 11 FPS, this shoots at 8 FPS. Still not bad. Good enough for sport, wildlife. Oh, here we go. Little birdie. The viewfinder is blackout free. I think I got a shot. Like its big bro, the X-T3, it has 2.16 million phase detection pixels that cover the whole frame. I mean, the focus is damn quick, and that's great for a camera that is not meant for geeky enthusiasts who want to spend lots and lots of money on a camera, but rather for geeky enthusiasts who want to spend a little bit less. Oh yes! This is the bit where it will perform better than the current X-T3, AF. Now, one thing they mentioned is that the eye and face AF is much improved at X-T30. It's better with smaller faces, and I don't just mean people with small heads, you know, the pinhead population, because that's a bit niche really. But if you've got a smaller face, great. It just means when you're further away from the camera, it'll track better. Just look at her tiny face. With the X-T30, it's good for faces that are 7% tinified, and it will follow focus until it becomes a big face. I tested it from a low percentage size face to a much bigger percentage size face, and I thought it was at least 90% good. And they say that it works better even for people with black hair. People with black hair, supposedly it confuses the system before. Don't know why, don't ask me why. I mean, it's made in Japan, made in Asia. You'd think that is more suited for people with black hair, but there you go. Probably not suited for this kind of movement, but I think the only thing that you'll be shooting with a subject moving about like this is a tranquilizer dart. No.
Too fast.
My moves are just too swift. This was Fuji's demo of it working. Not crazy dancing, alright? Overall, it's really quite reliable. It doesn't seem to get confused with other bright or obvious things in the frame, and it has a face select function, so you can give priority to one person over the other people in the frame who you don't like very much. The AF is good down to -3 EV also. Here, in a dark Soho bar, I'm letting the camera pick where to focus. For stills or video, works a treat. This is all stuff that the X-T3 doesn't have. But fear not, X-T3 users, because that is coming in a firmware update, coming soon. Now, in terms of the video mode, it's not quite X-T3. It has got 4K, 30p, not 60p, which is still pretty good. And it can output 10-bit externally, but internally it's 8-bit 420 And to go with that, you've got a toner film simulation. So it looks like this. Got to love the Fujifilm colours. Straight out of camera, untouched. Those 4K 8-bit 420 files look great. And you have the added benefit of getting 10-bit 422 log files externally. It doesn't have in-body stabilization just like the X-T30, but of course you came to expect that because this is cheaper than the X-T30, so obviously it won't have something like that the X-T30 doesn't have. Overall, the X-T30 is a nice, more affordable alternative to the X-T30. It packs a lot of the heavyweight punch of its big bro in a package that is lighter to carry and lighter on your pockets.